Hey guys, so it is like midnight, but I have the house essentially to myself for like the next few days. Like my brother's here, but other than that I have the house to myself essentially. So what I'm gonna do is some filming now. I've got some ideas. I'm starting It's Subarashi Effective. That channel should already be up. Because I'm gonna try and edit a lot of things tonight because I can stay up and not disturb anyone and edit with my speakers on, and yeah, it's really exciting, and I just cannot find good lighting in this house at the moment, so we're just gonna stand in the shower. It won't come on, and if it does come on, that'll be funny. But yeah, starting it's Subarashi Effective, and I've got some ideas for regular videos. I've got a history written. It's finally re-filming the history of Iron Lad, because I filmed it a few days ago. I didn't really like it, so I'm re-filming it today. Office is set up and it can stay set up, so I can do any reshoots tomorrow. I love having my own space when I got the house to myself for a few days, because it means I can just film whenever I want. But first I got to do my makeup, which is gonna take like an hour. It was like 10 p.m. And I said it was like midnight at the beginning of this, but it's not, it's like 10 p.m. So that's what we're gonna do first. Makeup, hair, and then get on camera. So I just filmed 2 videos, which is good. I'm a little bit hyped because I had an energy drink just before I started filming. So now I don't know if I want to edit or not just now because it's a little bit late, but I'm gonna at least transfer everything onto my computer. I might do the base edit, and if there's enough time, it's like 1 or 2 in the morning now, because filming actually takes a long time. I don't know if you guys ever knew that, but yeah, if there's enough time, then I'm going to do a proper edit. But for now, I am going to have a cookie to treat myself after that editing session. So yeah, it was really good. I talked about DC Rebirth and did Iron Lad. And then I'm gonna, if I do my base edit for one of them tonight, either tomorrow or the day after, I'm gonna film a few more videos. I was gonna do a video talking about Steve Rogers being a Hydra agent, but honestly that's such a dumb situation. Like, I don't know why people are complaining about that. Like, there are multiple opportunities where he could have been brainwashed. There are multiple places where he could have been replaced. Like, and it's a comic, kind of has to do things to get people's attention. So it's not, like, clearly it's not Steve going back on everything he believes in. Like, it's dumb. Like, people complaining for no reason. And the only people that are complaining are people that don't fucking read comics. I'm sorry, if you don't read comics, then you don't get an opinion, because you're not putting any money into the industry. So then why, like, that's like complaining about a movie that you've never seen. Like, it'll be stupid. Or complaining about a video game that you haven't played. It's stupidity. So, I don't know. Like, unless you read that comic and bought it, you shouldn't be complaining. That's just my opinion. So everyone's putting up their London MCM vlogs, and I'm like really sort of sad I didn't get to hang around with them more this weekend. This past weekend. I don't know, I never get to hang around with YouTubers, and I feel like it was like my one opportunity to hang around with them more, and I should have taken it. But Abby has said to me over Facebook that when they're all like booking their hotel and flat and stuff for October MCM, that I should ask to stay with them. Well, she said it on a public status, but she said it, so I think I'm gonna follow that up, because I really like those guys. I like Becky, Connie, Abby, Kelsey, and everyone else that I get to meet every time I'm with them. Like, every time I'm with them I get to meet someone new, and it's exciting, and I don't know, I just kind of regret not seeing them a bit more. And if you're watching this, any of you, this is kind of embarrassing if you are, because I didn't expect you to watch it, because I don't get many views on these vlogs. But if you are watching it, yeah, you guys are awesome, and thank you guys so much for tolerating me. Is that a right word to use? I don't know. But yeah, and I'm sorry I'm awkward. This is something people don't realise. I'm quite awkward in real life. Like, it takes me a good 20-30 minutes to get comfortable, but for that first 20-30 minutes I'm a bit stone silence. And I like to observe things, but I've also got like a really... I don't have resting bitch face, I have misery face. So people think I'm really upset, and I'm not. I'm really never that upset. Like, if you know, it's very obvious when I'm upset, like very, very obvious. Like, you don't need to ask if I'm okay because it's just blatant that I'm not okay. So if I'm just there and silent and I'm like, it's just because I'm observing, and that's what I do. I'm not much, and then once I get really, really comfortable, I talk, and I show my unique brand of humor, which, like, honestly, I want to do it. If it was more relatable, I'd do a stand-up comedy routine about being a YouTuber, but it's just not relatable. But there's so many things about it that I find so funny because it's just not okay. Like the whole situation of brand deals, where YouTubers do brand deals to earn money so they can make more videos. And then people get angry that the YouTubers have made brand deals, but they want to see more videos, and it's like, well, you know, what? How do you expect the YouTuber to make videos? And then some people are genuinely angry that people get paid for doing YouTube, and it's like, well, you want to see videos, right? Well, these guys literally spend every hour of every day making videos for you. If they didn't earn money, they wouldn't be able to do that, and you wouldn't get any content that you apparently love so much. Stop complaining. Which is why I don't understand the complaints behind Patreon. Like, there is a YouTuber that I know of that actually has his fan base. He did a stream one time, and he had his fan base help him out with his rent that month. I don't have a problem with that, because it's his audience's option to pay that. They are probably all adults if they have the ability to pay over the internet. And so, yeah, it's their option. It's not like he's manipulating children. Like, to be able to pay something over the internet, you need to have a PayPal account or a credit card or a debit card. And so I don't care what people do with their money. I don't care how people earn money, so long as they're not taking money from children. Wow, that was a weird tangent. That was a really weird tangent. But yeah, there's loads of things that I could talk about, because there are some fucked up things that YouTubers do. Like, I don't know, like, some YouTubers I do know tend to get a bit paranoid that everyone wants to just steal their audience and leech off their fame, and that's why they always ask to collaborate with them. Like, I personally never asked to collaborate with other YouTubers because I'm so worried people are gonna judge me for the reason I just said. But it's like, I shouldn't need to worry about that, because if I've got an idea for a series and I want to use someone in that series, like, if I've got an idea for a vision, it makes sense. But then if this other person's gonna be paranoid, then it makes me not want to ask. Like, I had an idea for a series that I want to do, and I still really, really want to do it, where I put YouTubers in cosplay makeup, because people know me for having like quite a unique makeup style. That makes you look almost like a 3D render rather than a human, and I like that. I like that makeup style. It looks a bit weird in motion, but in pictures it looks brilliant, and that's where I shine, in pictures, not necessarily in motion. It looks a little bit creepy in motion, I'll happily admit that. And like, I'm constantly having to powder my face because it's like 10 layers of foundation. Wow, this has been all the tangents. But going back to the original point, Becky, Abby, Kelsey, Connie, if you are watching, it's been... I don't get to see you guys that much, but when I do get to see you, it's really, really awesome, and all of you are really nice people, and I'm sorry I don't talk more online. I'm just quite an awkward person and always scared that I'm gonna say something to upset someone, and that's why I don't talk that much online at all, other than through Facebook statuses that are normally me being unironically ironic. I just wanted to export and edit and it's gonna be 2 hours. Oh god, that's 2 hours I'm never gonna get back. So I might go play some Overwatch for that 2 hours. I'm not really sure. I hate it when this happens because you're like, I'm done. I'm not done. I'm nowhere near done. So 2 hours, like this is the worst part of video editing, just export times. Like, someone please send me like a Mac Pro that with like complete specs, or like with completely the best specs, or you know, at least the best iMac. Someone please send it to me. I will pay you in appreciation. I can't afford it, so I don't know how someone else would, although probably with money, because I don't really have any of that. Hey guys, so today I am out in little foresty area that's behind my home, and I'm just kind of like on a walk, thinking about things, dealing with my anxiety issues, sort of recuperating and rejuvenating. I like being on my own quite a bit. I like my own company, and as much as I like getting to know a bunch of new friends that I'm getting to know, I don't know, nothing is quite like being on your own. And I consider myself quite lucky to live like in a place that has like, I have an open field there, and then right behind me is forest. So I don't know, I'm quite lucky to live so close to this kind of place. Growing up, having a childhood here was great, because me and like my best friend of all time, me and her don't get to talk as much anymore because she's off at uni and I'm here doing my thing. But we still consider each other best friends. Me and her would often come here and just there's a video on my old channel called Pokemon Trainer Tips. It's on the channel Rhythm Beat Music. I think it's still up. I don't think I set it to unlisted because there was some I left up. And I don't think I set that one to unlisted. If it is unlisted, I'll add a card to it in this video. Because it's like something I'd love to remake with her one day, because I have such good memory of making that video. We traveled everywhere around near where I live to film that, and like having this area and all the fields near here really helped, because you know, it really does look like it's right out of a Pokemon world. And when Pokemon Go comes out, if they don't put fairy type monsters all around here, I'm gonna be pissed, because it literally does look like it came right out of a fairy tale. Like, couldn't you imagine Aurora from Sleeping Beauty sort of wandering through here singing whatever her song was? It wasn't that catchy, I don't remember it. But yeah, although this plant here, right, I found out from my ex that you don't have this plant in America. It's called stinging nettles, and if you go in it with bare skin, you will break out in the most painful rash. Temporarily, but it makes poison ivy look like a bitch. Like, it's worse. It's terrible. Let's go through here. Or maybe not. That area has been sprayed, apparently. Let's not go through there. Apparently, spraying fields happens in a time that's not October. That would be my new phone. Yeah, I got sent a Samsung Galaxy for some, as sort of like a thank you for a job that I'm doing, and it's been fun getting to know it, but it's also not the most intuitive phone. I think the iPhone's a little bit more intuitive, so I don't know. I'll get to learn it a bit more, I think, before I make my judgment. So this is actually quite sad for me to see. You see those bushes behind me now? Those didn't used to be there. And there used to be a little tiny bridge, a tiny bridge that connected this side to that side, where you see there's now a horse field. and in between that bridge there was like this really clear, really nice stream that's probably still there unless it's gone like due to global warming, but now you can't get there because it's all overgrown with stinging nettles. And I don't know, I love that stream. But this is not my property. I'm not sure if it's anyone's property. Probably is, everyone owns everything these days. But yeah, I can't, yeah, it's so sad because I used to like sit by that stream when I was like, if I had a really bad day at school and I didn't feel like being with the people I called my friends back then, because like I still talked to one of them, but in reality none of us were really friends, we just had no one else. Are we gonna go up that way? There are too many nettles. I feel like there are too many nettles. We're gonna go around the long way. But yeah, if I didn't feel like hanging around with them, I'd go to that little stream, sit on that bridge and text people on my Sidekick, which was one of the first sort of smartphones. You could get AOL or AIM and MySpace on it. And I'd talk to people on MySpace and AIM for a good 3-4 hours until either I felt like going back to school or until I went home. Don't skip school, kids. I only did it because my bullying was quite extreme and the teachers had no interest in doing anything about it. I'll put it to you like this. I was my school's diversity. You know, kind of being part Asian, having fully Asian sisters, Vietnamese sisters that went to the same school. They just graduated a few, so one of them was in her final year, my first year. So I was my school's diversity, and then I was very obviously gay. I just wasn't very open about it back then. I like never said the words I'm gay, but then I don't know, it was a whole thing and my school didn't really know what to do with me, and so when I wanted to escape that world I'd go to that bridge, and now I can't, and it's sad, but then I also haven't visited it in about 3 years, so my own damn fault. So, oh my god, it's a fox. Can you see that fox in the distance? Your little baby foxy. That's another thing I love about this area, like foxes are so easy to come by. So easy. But now I'm about to walk through a village to up through town and then back to my village. Yeah, this area is very connected through this one town that connects like 5 villages together. But I don't, I've walked all the way through like multiple fields and stuff, and I don't really feel like walking back through them because stinging nettles. And also like there's people around and I'm having a, like I said, I'm having a bad anxiety day. So yeah, I was sent the Samsung Galaxy, is it S7 Edge? 7S Edge? It's the Edge, I can tell you that. And, okay, so when I first started using it, I was like, I do not like this. I was like, it seemed a lot less intuitive than the iPhone, and I was like, I can't get into this. And even now I'm a bit like, oh, this is a bit bulky. But I just discovered the buttons here and here that don't always light up. So that solved like 3/4 of my issues that I was having with it. Should probably read the manual because I am going to a new operating system. I'm just so used to the iPhone that only has like 3 buttons on the front. It's got the 2 side buttons and the 1 home button. And I've been using it like that and can't do that on Android. It's not made for that. So now I'm gonna use it properly and judge it fairly because it was sent to me as like a collaboration but also a gift. I can say it was sponsored, but it wasn't really sponsored because I've already done the work for it, if that makes sense. It's like a bonus, like it wasn't expected, it was sort of like a surprise. So I guess in a way it's a gift, but a sponsored, just the whole thing, it was a weird situation, but I'm happy I got it. What I like most about it is it can take pictures in RAW, and Apple Music is on there, so I don't need to worry about losing all of my iTunes music, which is great. So my friend Anne recently posted a picture of her boyfriend Levi wearing this gold blazer, and I was like, I'm not gonna post the picture because I don't know if Anne and Levi would be comfortable with that, but I was like, oh my god, where did you get that gold blazer? And Levi was like, oh, it's a secret, which I was kind of expecting because like that's what people do in sort of the J fashion community. And I don't know how much Levi is a part of that, but he's on the fringe of it. So, and I was just like, huh, I wonder if it's on ASOS, and it was. So then I was like, it's gonna be on Taobao, because for all of you that don't know, ASOS get all of their stuff from a Chinese sort of version of eBay called Taobao, but eBay itself is just a big Taobao reseller. It's ASOS and Yes Style are the two sort of big independent companies that just gather thousands of items from Taobao and sell it as stock. eBay is people like in China reselling from Taobao to the West, but people like me have ways of actually buying directly from Taobao, and so I've ordered this. It's like a black and gold blazer, and then there was also like a pure gold blazer that I really liked, and I was like, yes, these will be perfect for if I get invited to the Doctor Strange movie premiere, because I want it, like for Doctor Strange, I don't want to turn up in like, here's my black tuxedo with my hair styled quite nicely. Now I want to go looking like a fucking anime character. Yeah, I want to look like a fucking anime character for the Doctor Strange premiere. I don't want to be going like human. I want to be an anime character. There is my lighting. Yep. This is the thing about being aware of lighting. Sometimes it highlights parts of your face that you don't want to be highlighted. Like right now, it's very obvious that I've had a nose job in the past. So let's not highlight that and ask for this download to go a bit faster so I can continue doing a Let's Play, because I just recorded 6 parts of Dandelion, which I think the first part will actually already be up on my gaming channel. It's rather effective as I make this vlog, so everyone go and watch that, and then I'm going to be filming Fire Emblem Fates, and the first 2 parts should be up of that. So everyone go watch. Everyone go watch. Oh, just because I know people are interested in this kind of stuff, this is like what my gaming setup looks like. I've got 2 screens and a microphone, and my computer's under there. It's an Alienware because I'm trash, and I got it a few years ago when I got some inheritance, pre-YouTube. Chapter 4, Hoshido. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Let's Play of Fire Emblem Fates. So, we were at the bottomless canyon, then we came back to life, and then we were killed, and then we went to the astral plane, and our friend turned out to be a dragon. It was a whole thing. Go watch the last part, because it was a whole thing. Oh, my poor Perth. It's a sad story. When you were very young, you were abducted by forces from Noir. I am your mother, Mikoto, and all this time I didn't know if I'd ever see you again. Cool, and he's dead. Whoa, I thought we were fucked for a second there, I'm not gonna lie. Because without him, we can't use the Dragon Maidens, and that's not a good situation. Well, I just filmed a whole bunch of gameplay videos. I'm about to edit all of them, because I'm gonna edit them straight away, because gameplay videos honestly don't take that long to edit. Well, dating sim ones do, but I wasn't playing a dating sim. I was playing Fire Emblem Fates. I've never played a Fire Emblem game before, so it's been quite exciting. It's a different experience to what I thought it would, because I played Advanced Wars, and people have told me Fire Emblem plays a lot like Advanced Wars, but I feel like it's got more of a plot element about it than Advanced Wars did. Although it's been a few years since I have played Advanced Wars. So, yeah, so now I'm going to go and edit Fire Emblem Fates, and I am also playing a dating sim called Dandelion, which is brought to you, and I'm really enjoying it. I have to say, out of the two, I love both of them for different reasons. I think Dandelion's a bit more of a sillier Let's Play though, because Fire Emblem obviously is a battle system, so it has to get quite serious at times. I'm gonna open this blind because it's quite dark in this kitchen right now. There we go. Oh god, that's bright. So yeah, I'm gonna go and open the curtains because they're shut right now, and I can have them open while editing, and yeah, just edit make 2 videos and have a chill time. Have a chill time, well, not 2 videos, it's 12 videos, but like I said, gaming videos do not take long to edit, and then I have to go and re-edit History of Iron Lad because I want that up tonight. And then tomorrow is a writing day, so I'll probably also be editing this vlog tomorrow to go up at midnight. So yeah. So I just filmed a part of my, I just went to edit part 1 and part 2 of my Fire Emblem Let's Play, and I had to change the settings on part 3 because I was noticing frame rate drops for part 1 and part 2, so I was like, okay, let's try fraps. And then I had an idea, and then I tried my other idea, and I've managed to fix the frame rate drops using my original program, so it means I didn't need to use fraps. And I just went to edit it, and the first 2 parts that I used on the original settings with a few frame rate drops, but it was still like watchable, so I was like, oh, I don't need to redo this, or I just carried on and filmed 6 parts. Yeah, they're unusable. They're unusable. The audio from the game is out of sync with the video from the game at the beginning, but then as it goes on, it gradually makes itself in sync, so you can't shift it. And yeah, it's annoying. And it's not like it in the original file. Like, so I don't know why it's doing it, and I can't. I might just have an easier time refilming it rather than trying to figure this out. So that's where I'm at. Hey guys, it's Tuesday now and I am walking downtown into the gym. It's only like 12. I'm up and out quite early for me. I got to about, let's cross the road because there are people chatting and it will be a bit awkward to vlog while people are chatting. So yeah, I got to about 9. And I was still in bed, but my alarm went off at 8:30. And even though I couldn't get off to sleep till like 4 in the morning, not intentionally, I just couldn't sleep. No, I still managed to force myself to get up. I showered, and once I showered, I was awake. So yeah, now it's 12, I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna get some breakfast from Tesco's. Well, I'm out. Tesco's is like a supermarket. Yeah, that's my plan for today. Gym, and then I'll probably go home and edit. The first part of Fire Emblem Fates is up. All the other parts that I've got so far are edited. I'm gonna record my next 6 parts of that tomorrow. I think I want to get at least 30 parts of that done before I start on another Let's Play. So I'm gonna be recording that sort of every few days, because I don't want to play it every day and burn myself out. Also, my voice is kind of needs to recover from yesterday because those voices are they're fun to do, but not the easiest thing to do. So yeah, I was a voice actor for the longest time, like an actual proper working voice actor. I did voices for commercials, and I got most of my work through a website called voices.com and another website called Voice123. And I've since deleted my accounts on there. Because I stopped doing it basically, and they were expensive. They're like, I don't know, something like $60 a month. So unless you did quite a bit of work, it just wasn't worth it, because you could find that work freelancing without the subscription. But I got quite a bit of work, enough to make it my full-time job. But I'd like to go back to doing voiceover, but more for animation, and I'd love to do anime. But that involves me moving to America. But I also want to do a bridged series. I'd love to do something with Team 4-Star one day. I know they've got an abridged series contest on at the moment. I considered editing it, but like that involves sitting down and just being like, and here is a joke. And also sort of put your editing skills to the test. Well, I think I could edit an abridged series quite easily because that's how I got my start in editing. I don't know. Hey guys, so we are running late, very, very late for the podcast. I just ran downstairs to get the camera to tell you that I was running late for the podcast, which ironically made me more late. So yeah, I think I just heard it ringing, so we're about to start. Hopefully all of you tuned into the podcast. If not, twitch.tv/eligible monster. Oh, X-Men movie opinions. If you like the X-Men, go and see it. Every female friend I know that cosplays are like working on a diva cosplay. It's ridiculous. Yes! Yes! I main May. So I got my video done finally. It's got about an hour and 40 minutes according to the computer left to upload, which technically means about 2 hours left. I did the podcast, that was great. Got some good news in terms of production stuff, which means I'll be booking a bunch of really good stuff in the coming few days. But for now, that's the end of this vlog, the end of this cycle. So thank you guys so much for watching, those of you that are watching. It really does mean a lot to me that those of you that watch the cycles do tune in and watch, because like doing comic book content, I always feel like it's rare for comic book YouTubers to be able to do anything outside of geek culture. I personally don't appreciate being called a geek, and I don't appreciate the things that I'm into being called geek culture. I just think I'm a cool person into cool things, and it's not geek. Like, geek is a derogatory term, and people can claim that it's take back the night. I've got a whole bunch of issues with that, which is far too political for of a conversation to have at 2 AM when I've been up since 8:30 AM and I'm functioning off of 4 hours of sleep. So for now, I'm going to wash my face, I'm going to get into bed, and thank you guys again for watching these cycles. It means so much. I'm getting sappy because I'm very, very tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Goodbye.